Good morning, everybody. It's that time of day again, 10 o'clock, and it's Tuesday, the 21st of April. And believe it or not, this is, I think, number 25 of my daily videos. Well, Monday to Friday they are. I don't do it on a Saturday and Sunday. So hopefully, if you have been following my ABC core techniques, they are now a good habit that you're doing daily or regularly. So yesterday was Mellow Monday, which was about being calm and happy. So it's a similar theme today, Tranquil Tuesday. So tranquil again means being calm and staying calm in the face of adversity. Just what we need just now. Now, it's glorious up here in Glasgow. I don't know what other areas of the UK, or if you're listening in from abroad, but there's beautiful blue skies. There's not even a wispy cloud. A bit cold, but it's absolutely stunning. Now, I thought that I might start with a wee bit of a history lesson. I know that children are back to, not back to school, but homeschooling today. And I think a teacher posted up, which I think is fabulous. Don't overstress yourself or the children, or all they will remember for years to come is what an awful time it was trying to be homeschooled by parents at home. Teach them other things, maybe an hour of school, or if the schools are sending in, which a lot of them are, homework to do, let them do that, and then take them out for a walk, social distancing, but their daily walk, and let them do other things, like people are baking, sewing, craft making. So just enjoy as much as you can. So I found a video. I must be psychic or telepathic or something, because every time I think of doing something like this, calm, suddenly something pops up in my post, or maybe a YouTube video, and I found one and I posted it up on Facebook last night, and it was about stay calm and carry on. Now, I actually didn't know about where these words or where this poster came from. We're all aware now of the many mugs and stationery and loads of things that have stay calm and carry on, the Stay Calm series. Well, I wasn't aware until I listened to that video that the poster, this poster and two others, they were commissioned by the government to raise the public spirits in the run-up to World War II in 1939. There were actually three different designs, but they had different sayings. But this one, stay calm and carry on, there was about 2.5 million posters printed. The earlier designs were distributed, but the one that said stay calm and carry on was kept back, and it was to be distributed when the country was invaded or in the time of crisis. But in fact, this poster was actually never officially issued, and it remained unseen until 2000. And it was discovered by, I think it's the Manleys, I think they own Barter's bookshop, and it was discovered in a box of books which they bought from auction in 2000. Now, this is on my bucket list. I used to travel up and down quite frequently on the East Coast line, the train line to London, and when I came back, I don't think we ever stopped. It's at Alnwick in, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it properly, but Alnwick in Northumberland. And that's where this bookshop is. And it just looks stunning. Have a wee look online. I just think it's amazing. Or have a look at that video on the history behind the Stay Calm and Carry On. I absolutely adore books, and I could spend all my day, every day, in a library or in a bookshop. In fact, when we had Borders in Glasgow, I used to be thrown out. I would sit until about 11 at night. It used to be open till, really missed that. So I would sit and I would read books all day. And another interesting quote is, which was very apt today actually, is by James Allen, and he is a British philosophical writer. Big word for this morning. And he is known for his inspirational books and his poetry, and one which was called As a Man Thinketh, and it's a motivational book, and it was published in 1903. Now, one of his quotes is, "The more tranquil a man becomes, the greater is his success, his influence, and his power for good." Calmness of the mind is one of the beautiful jewels of wisdom. Very apt. I mean, if you can calm yourself, then you will be, and you can bring success to you. Of course, this is easier said than done. So I wonder how we can maybe bring a sense of calmness of our minds to ourselves. And I'm not superhuman. I wish I was. I forget these tips as these tips as well. And I sometimes think I'm like a broken record here, because a lot of the tips are really the same. I mean, every day I talk about this. Before going into the tips, of course, I just want to think about all the frontline and the key workers, the emergency workers, what they are doing. They are looking after you in the NHS, in the care homes. They have to be and stay calm in their job in order to do their job. And I think what's interesting, and I've always promoted this even with key decision makers at the top of their companies, sometimes these big chiefs, they tend to either ignore or don't really understand that the base level workers have needs. Well, in fact, I used to say to them, if you didn't have your base level workers, then you wouldn't probably have a company. And this is the same today. Cleaners are actually being recognised as key workers. Everything has to be pristine clean, and these cleaners are at last being recognised for the job they do. Not before time, I may add, because they're doing a fabulous job, and they are risking their lives as well, and probably with the shortage perhaps of the necessary protection. Please just take a moment just now, and we should just say, I think, an affirmation to them. I thank you. And that's to each and every one of these wonderful people. I thank you. So when these amazing people get a break, they probably don't even have time to wind down or think of themselves until their next shift starts. So they will need time and space when all this is over. And I hope that they get the support and the time and space that they will all need. So for those of us who are staying at home and we're social distancing and self-isolating, we really need to stop moaning and be thankful for what we have. So to help you through your day, here are some tips. And I've said this before and I say it again, I'm like a broken record, but plan your day. Don't put pressure on yourself or your children with forcing them to do 6 hours of schoolwork or homework. Just take it easy and try and enjoy the day. Plan little different things to do, and perhaps even some exciting things and something different. And they don't need to cost money. If you've got a garden, a quick walk round the garden, watch the children maybe do handstands, or just enjoy the moment or two and take a break from any work that you might be doing. It's difficult just thinking of people who are working from home just now. Now, even people who are used to working from home, suddenly they're working from home, but they also don't have the daycare or the childcare services. So they've got children crawling all over their laptops and climbing onto their knees, and that is difficult. And they have to try and juggle giving the children attention and giving their work attention, and that can be really difficult. Some people therefore are probably trying to do their work at night while they pay attention to their children during the day. And I know that the home workers are monitored by their companies, but I do hope that some companies are a bit more flexible, that they understand this and allow people, instead of working 9 till 5, 9 till 6 or 8 till 6, that they allow some freedom of these hours when the work is undertaken. And I've said it before and I will say it again, but focus on one thing at a time. You need to just give I think I've talked about it in my FA, not the rude word F, but the full attention. So to whatever you're doing, if you're baking a loaf, that's what your attention should be on. If you're playing with the children, that's what your attention should be on. If you're doing a bit of work, that's what your attention should be on. I know it's difficult. But please try, even if you'll get more done within 10 minutes if you focus your attention on that. Of course, you need to be flexible and adaptable. This is a very difficult time just now, so you've got to be able to adapt to different situations, and setting aside time for yourself as well. And I know that's difficult, but just even a minute or two. We're not talking about hours on your own. There are plenty of people who will be on their own. They're sitting for hours. So hopefully you can think of them as well, and maybe do, if they have internet connections, you can do FaceTiming and speak to your family. Nothing better than, of course, having an actual hug. But I think I talked about this in a previous video, but hug yourself. Just give yourself a hug. And I'm sending everybody a virtual hug all the time. Practice the effective breathing techniques. Take 3 deep breaths, and remember that's with a straight back and it's from the diaphragm. People seem to think that, oh, that won't work because they're so pressurized and stressed, but actually just stop and take a deep breath. We'll just do it just now. And hold, and then exhale through the mouth. I couldn't talk, I couldn't do anything there while I was taking that deep breath, could I? So it's the same for you. Take the deep breath again. And I've said before, but many years ago at that O.J. Simpson trial, the prosecutor was really getting upset and worked up and just getting so angry with herself and everybody else. And what did the judge say to her? Take 3 deep breaths. Now, if you take a deep breath from the diaphragm, you're bringing energy in, and you can't do anything else. So if somebody is annoying you, children or whatever, just take a moment to yourself and it's not with the shoulders, it's from the diaphragm. So try that. Please do it. It's that's the B of my ABC, the B for breathing. Simple, but very effective. Stop negative talk and thoughts. Turn them into positives and opportunities. And if you do this, you will slowly learn to change your mindset. And of course, that's what my A is all about, your affirmations. So ditch the word can't. So you don't say, oh, I can't be calm today. I don't know what's happening. I would have everybody upset. So we need to be saying, I am calm. I feel beautiful. I feel content. I am content. All these words are positive, and it's your 3 P's, remember? That's your P for personal, so that's the word I. Your P for positive, that's your verb. It's got to be positive. And the word that you use is to be positive, and present tense or even past tense. Never, no, I think I'll be calm this afternoon. No, it's in the present. Mindfulness, bring yourself into the present. Remember, everything doesn't have to be perfect. Now, coming from a perfectionist, that's like me, which is, it's the kind of bane of my life. If I'm writing something, and I've just completed 2 books at the moment, and I will be promoting them hopefully shortly. One is The Weight of Emptiness, which is about the loss of my son. And the other is Resilience and Courage, the Key to Endurance. Now, both these books I write, and then I review them, and I write again, and then I review them, and I write again. And I really have to have, I've got a colleague who edits, and he starts, enough is enough. And I really get to that stage. It has to be enough is enough. And I know it will maybe not be everybody's cup of tea, and I find it sad sometimes that when we do anything that we're proud of, how many times do you find that there are a few people that go, oh, I could have done that as well, or, and I now really become, it's almost arrogant. I just say to them, well, on you go. Who's stopping you? There's a book in everybody. So start. This is maybe the time you can do that. Remember, journaling or writing a diary doesn't need to be a book, but it is very therapeutic. One of the things you have to be as well is patient. Be patient. Be patient with yourself and be patient with others. Now, I actually find that what is helping me to be patient, and I don't know if you're finding this, but when you go to the shops, you're finding that, I know my local shop, they now have a super system of 2 feet apart, 2 meters apart, the lines down, so you can't all pile into the shop together and you have to wait your turn. Now, that is a time you can't get worked up. If you want your shopping, you have to wait. So that, teach yourself to be patient. And what you can do is look around you, look at the sky. Even if it is grey, there'll be lovely clouds, lovely formations. If you've got trees round about you, look at nature, even the grass. Look at the daisies, the dandelions, flowers are growing now. Nature is absolutely wonderful. So if you actually find yourself getting stressed and getting calm, being patient can actually help you to remain calm and cool in stressful times. And never get yourself so worked up. Nothing is more stressful than that. So be patient with yourself. I mean, staying calm and carrying on, it's a timeless message, and it will help you deal with every day. It's every challenge that you face, every adversity, whether it's at home, at work, or in life. Staying calm can really help you deal with that. Now, the meditation today, my Mind Bites meditation, that is the C of my ABC. So we've got A for affirmations. These are positive statements using my 3 Ps. B for the breathing, that's your deep breathing from the diaphragm. And C is a creative imagination. It's using your imagination creatively. And people know it as perhaps visualization. But I found that sometimes people can't visualize, they can't see, they maybe feel or they taste or they touch. So we use different senses. And today I was actually going to do my calm boat on a calm lake, but I discovered that sometimes people don't like water. They perhaps feel as if they might be drowning. So I thought I'd just change that. I mean, we don't need to be on the boat. The boat could be in the lake and we on the beach. But I thought that what I do is my golden sunset meditation, and I hope that you're doing these ABC daily so it becomes your good habit. But I think just now I'll just take you into this Mind Bites meditation called the Golden Sunset, and it will help you to feel content, to feel confident, and to feel tranquil. Just calm yourself down. So we take a deep breath in, that's settle yourself down nicely and feel yourself sitting with your feet on the ground so you're sort of grounded, and just sit nicely straight back because you always feel a bit more confident when your back is straight. And then take a deep breath in through the nose, hold, and then exhale through the mouth. Now close your eyes. Imagine the setting of the golden sun. It's sitting high in the sky. The colour is bright yellow, vibrant and vivid. Rays are shimmering and shining all around you. You watch as the sun slowly sets below the horizon. The colour fades from red to golden orange, then a pale yellow as it sets below the horizon. The sky turns darker until it deepens to a midnight blue. It's scattered with silvery stars. You feel content. You feel confident. You feel calm. Take a deep breath in through your nose to the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. And hold. And and then exhale slowly. As you exhale, slowly open your eyes and say to yourself, I feel content, I feel confident, I feel calm. And then you can relax. It's always good just to stretch yourself. You can stretch yourself after you've done one of these and just have a nice big yawn even. And you should feel much more relaxed now. And practice any of these. Just close your eyes and deep breathing. You can use your own creative imagination. I find that doing these is helping me. I hope it's helping you, but it's a two-way thing. I just love the fact that I'm able to give myself time actually just to talk to you and give you some of these tips. But the ABC core techniques, although they are simple, they're easy to use, but they are proven psychological techniques. So they do work, but only if practiced regularly. So a virtual hug to everybody. Give yourself a hug this morning. Virtual hug to everybody, and thanks for watching. And I must say that if you choose a name for any of my daily videos, you win a prize. It's a virtual hour. I said at one point people would get an hour of my time. That could be misinterpreted. So I had to clarify that it's a virtual hour of my time, and we can talk across the ether on any topic you like. And so the lady who chose the word tranquil today will get, she'll be notified. And yesterday the lady chose mellow. And tomorrow, wow, we're on to a complete whirligig. The name has already been chosen and the lady has been notified that she's won, and we're going to call it Wurlitzer Wednesday. Wurlitzer Wednesday. That'll be a tongue twister for me, but a change of pace perhaps. So look forward to speaking to you tomorrow, 10 o'clock, Wurlitzer Wednesday. Okay, thank you very much. Bye everybody, and thanks for listening. Bye.